What's up, guys? Revenge here, and today we're gonna be going over two things actually. The script manifest, which it's very simple, very easy, and I give it to you in that skeleton that I sent you in the first video. It really is just what your script is, the details of your script, such as like your name, the author's name, the name of the script, the keywords, and the description. The description's that box off to the side in the script selector. Usually just silly words that people write in, something to do with your script. Keywords. There's a search box at the bottom of the, or even there's a search for in RSBuddy. And to find scripts better, they search keywords. So if you have a magic script, write magic or something. The name of the script is what the script's going to be named. So don't put the name of the script something stupid, because this is actually what people are going to find it on the script selector as. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. And the author is obviously your name, probably your RSBuddy name. I've never seen someone just write their name. But I guess you could, doesn't matter. Before you can write this though, you have to import the script manifest, because you're taking the things that someone's already made and putting it into your script. You're importing it. I went over imports last video, and this is all it is. You're taking it from another location, so you need to import it. Or else the script has no idea what you're talking about, and it's like, what is all this garbage that you're sending it, and it just has no idea. So you definitely need to import it. So once it's imported, you can write this. This is exactly what I'd say 95% of manifests look like, and it's not something that it really matters if you change it. If you don't want to put keywords, it's fine. It's really versatile. It's really just what you want to do, and it's for your script. It's kind of just like beautification of your script, so that so people can find it better, things like that. But you do need it in your script, because you need to give your script a name. It goes above the class, the power miner class that I have here. It goes above it. I put it directly above it. I'm not really sure if you can put it like in your imports, but I feel like that's just silly, and I've never seen it done any other way besides, well, I think I've seen it done like author's name, keywords, description. I think I've seen it like that, but I've never seen it any other like crazy unusual way besides that. So I gave this to you in the Skelly, and you can of course use that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So feel free to use it. You don't have to rewrite the whole thing, but you do have to understand why we're doing it. So before you make your script, make sure you fill out the details. The next thing we're going to be covering, which is something you have to learn, is integers. You need to learn integers for scripting. It's just something that you need to do, and you need to understand what it is, and that's what I'm here for, I guess, right? So what an int is a good analogy for it, I guess, is like a storage bin. So the more you put in your storage bin, the more the value is. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to give your storage bin a value. So to write an integer, you're just going to have to write int. That's identifying what you're writing. So the script understands that this is an int. We'll do storage box. Okay. This is horrible. We'll do Astro. So int Astro equals, you're setting it equal to something because you're giving it a value. You're storing something in that name Astro as the int. The number in this case is going to be what you're going to go into the settings on your RSBuddy client and go into your inventory or your ground items or your objects, and you're going to find what the number is for whatever you're doing. So say the astral ring, you have one astral in your inventory, you open the settings and you go to inventory, you do the debugging, and it'll give you a number right above it. and you write that number in here, and your script will understand that it's talking about the astral rune as like 843 or whatever the astral rune is. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll write it 843. I'm not saying that's the astral ID, but I'm saying just for the sake of the tutorial, I don't want to go get the astral ID, but there you go. So int astral equals 843. All you're saying is you're giving astral the value of the number that is set equal to it after, or the value that's set equal to it after. In this case, it's a number. And in most cases, when you're doing RSBuddy scripting, it's going to be the number of whatever it is. Alright, so say you want to climb over a wall. You need to get the wall. You make an int called wall, and you set it equal to, and then you go to view, I think it's objects. For the debugging, it's the settings on the very top bar of your RSBuddy client. And it'll give you the number for each object. Everything in RSBuddy has a number, whether it's an object, a ground item, a inventory item, just an item in general, stuff like that. It has a number. So we'll say the wall's ID is 1001. And now on our script we can just say wall. We don't have to use 10101 every time. We simply can just state that wall is 10101, and later in our script we can write it as, okay, so I'll give you an example here. You're not gonna understand this because we have not gone over if statements yet, but just for the sake of tutorial, make an if. This is just the basics of all scripting, pretty much. What you're gonna be doing, making if statements. So if inventory dot, what they're gonna do contains. Make sure it's from the widgets because they've updated it and the inventory methods is outdated. And then we're gonna do astral. So now the script sees that astral is the 843 that we named up here. And so later in your script, you just have to say astral. One other thing, just to keep in mind, is Java, the language that RSBuddy uses, is case sensitive. So if I were to write astral as a uppercase A, or hit enter, as an uppercase A, it wouldn't understand what I was talking about anymore because it's case sensitive. It's exactly what I'm saying. You need to have this match the case of this. You can't have one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter different than this. So, a way that I keep it shorter, and I'm trying to think what it's called. It's actually a type of typing. I can't think of the name, but what I do at least is you write the int and you make the first letter of the first word lowercase. And then every word preceding that word, you write uppercase. You're saying, wait, what is this guy talking about? So we're gonna write astral rune. First letter of the first word uppercase, or is lowercase, and then every word after that, it has an uppercase first letter. So if it was a 3-letter word like is on screen, that's a method. Is lowercase, on uppercase, screen uppercase. This is what RSBuddy uses to write their methods. You would write inventory dot is on screen, and you'd have to write it exactly like this because it's case sensitive. That's how they do it, and they do it like this because it's easier to remember. I mean, if I wrote astral rune here, I need to remember that I wrote astral rune and not anything else. But I don't want to keep going up and referring to it, so first word, first letter, lowercase, every first letter preceding that letter, preceding that word, first word, uppercase. And then every first letter preceding that is lowercase, uppercase. Alright, just write it like this. Lowercase first letter of the first word, and then every first letter preceding the first word uppercase. Sounds a lot more complicated than it is, but really all it is just like this: astral rude, or fire rude, just to give a better idea. So that's int. I think in the next tutorial we're gonna start going over what public, private, static, final, what they all mean, and how you can actually implement them on your ints that we're using here. Thank you so much for watching. I know I say that every time, but it means a lot. I hope I can get some. I hope you learned something. I hope we can get some people learn scripting because of this. If you have any questions, feel free to PM me on RSBuddy preferably, but you can do it on YouTube. Alright guys, see you later.